Hi, this is Keith Denslow from Rogers State University. There might be a easier way to do this, but basically what I've done is put an iPad on a tripod so that you can see me manipulate the screen and see how to navigate the course materials. This is Rogers State University eCampus, and for most students, when you log in, this is the first screen that you see. It will actually have a list of courses that you're taking online. And you'll want to look for the Speech Communication 1113 class and click into that class. If you have any problems at this point in the course, you can always contact the eCampus technical support. Their number and their email is at the bottom of the screen. And also, the Rogers State University Academic Computing Services has an email, a help desk that's very helpful, and also a phone number where you can contact them as well at the bottom of the screen. Once you click into the course, you'll have this opening page which details the information that you need to know about the course, what the course is about, as well as once again eCampus technical support and also eCampus support, and a reference to the bookstore if you need to purchase your books and materials for the course. I'm the instructor, and there's also a section called Syllabus. Under the syllabus is a downloadable syllabus. If you'll click into that and let it download, it will open up. The contact information for me is at the top of the page, and it should parallel the information at the top of the course on that first box that I showed you. It contains all of the major information for the course, including required materials and the required performances during the course semester. It contains a breakdown by percentage, by point in the class about how much each assignment is worth, and it includes due dates and other information, including how to use technology in the course materials. If you if you have any need for additional contact information, it's at the very bottom of the syllabus as well. But back to the actual course page, there's a course mail section here in the center, and this is actually the preferred mail system for me. If you use the eCampus mail system to contact me, that's the best way to get a hold of me, because all of the email will be internal to the eCampus system, and I'll be able to respond to you as a member of this specific class. There's two main ways to navigate the course from this opening page. One is over here on this side. There is a extendable side navigation bar which contains all of the sections of the course. Those same sections of the course are at the very top of the page under clickable tabs that will lead you to different sections. Once you read the syllabus, please go and take a look at the calendar. The calendar will actually list, and if we want to look at a prior calendar, if we look at a prior calendar, we can actually see that it has a list of all of the assignments and their due dates in the particular course. You can see not only a breakdown by week or a more general breakdown by month, and each of these on the web page is clickable to tell you a little bit more detail about what is due and when. So the calendar is one of the ways to know exactly when something is due, but also what might be required at any particular time. For example, in the first week of the course, there is the first critical thinking papers due, and critical thinking papers are due each and every Friday by 5 p.m. Also, discussions or discussion threads are due by Sunday afternoon all through the course. You can see the specific lessons by clicking on the Lesson tab, either in the sidebar navigation, which you can close, or by the Overall tab. Here's a list of all of the course assignments through the different weeks. It begins with a welcome message, which is the first thing that you should take a look at under the lessons. Once again, the lesson page contains technical support information in case you're having any problems with technology, and it also has references to the RSU databases available through your library. The Lessons tab will actually show you only generally the last week's lessons, the current week's lessons, and the next week's lessons as we go through the course. I will open and identify and close each of those tabs or each of those different lessons as we go through the course. At the very bottom of the page, though, is a really important section called Course Resources. When you click onto Course Resources off the Lessons tab, and you can actually see where you're at navigating in the course by looking here off the home page under the Course Lessons tab and the Course Resources page. You can see where you're at any particular time and easily click back or forward depending on where you're going. The page for Course Resources has additional downloadable material to help you through the course. Examples of informative speeches and persuasive speeches, examples of annotated bibliographies or examples of discussions, critical thinking examples, as well as the important audience evaluation forms that you'll have to download throughout the course and have other people fill out to submit with your videos as well. As you go through, there's additional links here to anything that you might possibly need to help you get through the course or to answer common questions. For example, how do I cite sources? There's also a link here for MLA citation examples so that you know how to include them in your speeches and your speech writing. The next tab at the top is for communication, and this is another way to click into the email, eCampus email. It's very easy to view the inbox and see what messages you have. And one of the best things about the inbox, once you click into it, is the system folders over here, which can show you what you have drafted to look at, what you have in the inbox to answer or reply to, messages that you've sent in the past, or any trash that you may have deleted something you need to go back and see if you can find it again. I add an additional folder underneath as an edit, as article or emails that I've read, an easy place for me to move things to after I've replied to some of the emails from students. The next tab over from the Communicate is the Grades tab, which is where you can actually see some of your grades. Now, on the eCampus system, if you go back to the course home, there will often be a box down here called Grades, which can be updated with your grades. There's a refresh button, or at the top another refresh button, that will show you not only your scores, but in a shadow back behind, the average score on a particular assignment or set of assignments from the other people in the class, so you can compare yourself to other people. But the Grade tab is one place to check grades. And then finally, there's a Manage tab that doesn't show up for students most of the time, but allows you to access things like the course resources, which is easily accessed also from the Lessons tab. So with this introductory video, I hope I have given you an easy way to navigate the entire course, either with side-by navigation or the overall navigation. There's a few extra buttons on the side here which are basically to take you to home, which is getting you out of the page and back to all of your courses, or to log out, which is what you should always do when you are done with a course, especially on-campus computers. So please log out with me now and send me any questions you may have by eCampus email.